Hey guys, doing something a little bit differently. Today I wanted to share with you guys some of what I believe are the best anime of this season, which is summer 2014. Some of them actually started in spring and have carried on over into summer, but I'm going to count them anyway because they're still coming out during the summer. So we're going to rank these in Minecraft terms, and we're going to talk about the diamonds, the golds, the stones, and I might even mention some wood, because they were bad. So to start off with our diamonds, our first one we have is Haikyuu, which is a volleyball anime that I enjoy greatly. It's a Shounen show, and it also has some comedy. I shouldn't say light comedy, I should just say comedy, because the show is really funny. The animation is smooth and gorgeous, and I can't believe it's an anime that is in its first season because the animation is just so good. It's a sports anime, but unlike many of its counterparts, the characters don't have superpowers. Each of the characters pretty much have their strengths and they have their weaknesses, and all the characters are developed fantastically. And the characters are so good that I have a hard time picking a favorite. And I'm not just talking out of my ass when I say that I really like this show. I mean, I really like this show because I spent close to $70 on this dumb figure. And that's Hinata. He's arguably the main character. I really think that him and Kageyama share the spotlight for main character, but just watch the show. You'll enjoy it, I promise. Unless you just have really bad taste in anime. Next show, we have Barakamon, and it's a slice of life comedy. It's aimed towards dudes, so it's a shonen, which I was kind of surprised about, but it's another one of those really funny shows, and it's one of those shows that you can't try to summarize because then it sounds really boring, and the show is really anything but boring. So, to summarize it, it's about a guy who does calligraphy, and he's in a show, and he gets mad because someone bad-mouths his calligraphy style, so he punches the guy, and then he gets kind of banished to this island in Japan where there's just a bunch of hicks, and so he has to live a completely new life because he's used to the city, he's used to fast pace, and he takes inspiration from the people around him to alter his calligraphy style, and like I said, it sounds really boring, but it's really not, especially because his sidekick is this 6-year-old turning 7-year-old girl named Naru, and she's adorable, and the show is just really, really good. Our next diamond is Terror in Resonance, also known as Zankyo no Terror. This one is not a comedy in the slightest. There are some kind of funny moments, but it's labeled as a mystery slash thriller slash psychological anime. The music is done by Yoko Kanno, so you know it's going to be great, and the animation is to die for. It's so good. Summarizing it, it's about two terrorists who are kinda, fucking with Japan, but that may sound like it's bad, but these guys are really sympathetic characters. I'm really starting to feel for them. As an American, when I think of terrorists, I think of completely different things than what these people are doing because they've never directly killed anybody. Not to spoil anything, some death does happen, but that's not their main goal. When they say terrorist, they are instilling terror, but it's kind of a question of who they're trying to instill terror in. Again, it's a mystery, so I don't have all the pieces to the puzzle yet because the anime is still going on, but I would definitely suggest this show to anyone. I mean, how can you go wrong if Yoko Kanno is doing the music? That just sets an anime on a completely different level. I shouldn't even call it Diamond. It should be something outside of Minecraft altogether. It should be mythical. My last diamond, I'm actually gonna put Free Eternal Summer because because it's a funny show. It's so funny, and it does a good job of not taking itself too seriously. And contrary to popular belief, I know plenty of straight dudes who watch it too, even though it is, it's probably just supposed to be fujoshi bait, but I mean, it's funny, the animation is good, the ending songs are hilarious, it's just a good show, and it's a sports anime, which I enjoy, and again, none of those characters have superpowers either, so, now we're gonna move on to the gold rank ones, which are ones that are good. I enjoy them. They get the job done, but like gold equipment in Minecraft, it doesn't last very long. So while they're very good and I'm enjoying them now, years from now I'll probably forget about them. I'm gonna put Love Stage in here, which is a yaoi. So if that's not your cup of tea, don't deal with it. But I am watching it, I am enjoying it, it's very funny, it's very lighthearted, it's a really good escape, just because it's so funny. The voice acting's good, the animation's good, so Love Stage. My next gold is Dramatical Murder, which I'm not even sure if I really like. I'm just watching it because I'm curious as to how it's gonna progress. The story is kind of muddled and confusing, but surprisingly enough, the thing isn't labeled as a yaoi, even though it's a yaoi dating sim. So I'm really curious as to how it's gonna progress, because right now we've only gotten one dude on Dude Kiss, and that really is completely opposite of what the dating sim is about. So again, Dramatical Murder, watch it if you like yaoi, I guess. The animation's not very good. It's gotten better though, after episode 4. My next goal is Konoshitsuji, Book of Circus. Konoshitsuji, also known as Black Buck, was a favorite of mine back in the day, back when its first season came out. Then the second season came out and really ruined the show for me, but they're with Book of Circus right now, they're pulling a FMA Brotherhood where they're completely disregarding this next season and then starting during the Noah's Ark storyline and continuing on from there. I don't know if it's going to continue on past the Noah's Ark storyline, probably not considering it's called Book of Circus, but we have an OVA coming out after that called Book of Murder, which is going to continue on with the manga plot, so again, I'm excited for that. It's actually, Konoshitsuji is actually labeled as Shounen, which I didn't know. I thought it was just another fujoshi bait show, but apparently it's not. It's listed as a Shounen. I don't know very many dudes who like it, and I know when I watch it, all I can think about is terrible, terrible fujoshi Shotokan thoughts. But, I mean, give it a try. You guys might like it. People might not read into it the same way I do. You know, that's completely fair. Now we're gonna skip on to the Stones, which were animes that I tried to watch this season, but they were really boring, so I stopped. There's only 2. Glass Slip, which is something that I probably won't give another try, and Shounen Hollywood, which I'll probably try to marathon once it's all out. And then the Woods of this season that I fucking hated. Sword Art Online, the first season is awful, the second season is awful. And then Hamatora, the first season was boring as shit, so I can only assume that the second season is boring as shit. But, if you guys have any other shows this season that you liked, I'd like to hear about them. If you don't like my opinion on these anime, I'm sorry if I've offended you, but, I'm also kind of not sorry because you have really bad taste in anime.